You're listening to the audio production of 100 Days to Brave, Devotions for Unlocking Your Most Courageous Self by Annie F. Downs, published by Zondervan and read by the author.
Hey friends, welcome to the 100 Days to Brave audiobook. You cannot know how much I love getting to do this. I love that I get to read this to you the whole way through. I am super excited about that. I'm going to try to stick to all the words I wrote, but forgive me if I throw some things in because it's going to feel just like the rest of the time that I'm in your ears, whether that's on a stage or through the podcast where I may just have to ad-lib a little bit. But I am excited you are here. I'm excited we get to walk this together. I cannot wait to hear how it goes for you and how your life changes when you choose to be brave. You are already braver than you know, but I'm excited to walk these next 100 days with you. Okay, so here we go. Introduction. Dear friend, this says a lot to me, you being here. It says you're feeling what I sometimes feel, like there's more than this. Your this may look different than my this, but it's true all the same. So I'm really glad you're here. And I hope you'll stick around all the way to the end because there's something here for you. At least it's an invitation to run after a life that might require a bit more courage, but will certainly offer more joy and more than this. At the most, everything changes. And that can be pretty awesome. I hope you have a journal or you'll buy a journal, please, to take alongside you in this daily story you are writing about your life. These 100 days are really special to me, and I hope they will be to you as well. I've pulled together some of my favorite thoughts on courage and bravery and mixed them with lots of new ones that God and life and people have taught me over the last few years. And I think together with whatever God is already doing in your life, this could be a really interesting journey for you. I know I'm not really there beside you, but in my heart, it feels like I am. Think of me as the friend who's across the table from you at the local coffee shop, just here to talk and process and think with you as you walk this road toward your most courageous self. I am cheering for you. All right, friends. So before we really jump into the book, I kind of want to explain to you how it's laid out since you're hearing it instead of seeing it. We have split up these 100 days into about 12 different groups. Brave enough to start, brave enough to be you, brave enough to believe God, brave enough to dream, brave enough to work hard, brave enough to love others, brave enough to face change, brave enough to persevere, brave enough to pursue healing, brave enough to serve, brave enough to be where you are, and brave enough. So those are all the sections, and I'll tell you each time we get to one of those. And then each day is kind of going to look like, I'll say the day title, day one, and then I'll tell you the title of that day, what is brave? And then I'll read you a scripture from the Bible. I'll tell you the address first, and then I'll read it to you. And then I'll read you the devotional, and then at the end, I'm going to say, be brave, and give you like a little challenge. So I just wanted you to know that every day there is a title, a scripture, the devotional, and a challenge so that when you are listening, you can kind of hear each of those pieces. Okay, you ready? Here we go. Brave enough to start. You were always meant to be brave. Day one. What is brave? Isaiah 41:13 in the NIV. For I am the Lord your God who takes hold of your right hand and says to you, do not fear, I will help you. Brave. What is it? Truth is, there is no formula and there are no rules. There's the Bible, our guidebook for all things. But other than that, being brave is organic and spiritual and a unique journey for each person. I won't be saying, here's exactly what courage looks like. Or if you want to really risk in a way that impacts the people around you, do these particular things. I don't think that works. I don't think you need me to tell you what to do. I think you know. Or if you don't, you will. I think you just need a little pregame warm-up, a little something to oomph you along, an understanding of the map you're holding. For the next 100 days, I want to show you that you are braver than you know. And with that knowledge in your back pocket, you can change your world. Courage is doing things even when you're scared. Being brave isn't something that happens when you're not scared anymore. Brave people don't stop hearing the whispers of fear. They hear the whispers but take action anyway. Being brave is hearing that voice of fear in your head, but saying, okay, but the truth is God made me on purpose and for a purpose. I can tell you that the moments of my greatest fears, those times when I was sure I was going to wimp out under the pressure of it all, have also been the open doors to the greatest changes in my life. So I step out full of fear, but trusting that God is on the other side in new and wonderful ways. And so far, He always is. And He will be for you too. Be brave. Tell
Sample complete. Ready to continue?